Okay, that's cool.
I can't stand wasting too much paper, so I'm going to just play checkers with them a little bit.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited about this.
You should totally be excited about this.
Yeah.
Kind of. That's a big deal.
So here's a situation nobody said to me before. You know how we're supposed to be doing our lives, and I haven't done them yet, and it's happening soon.
Yeah, that's okay.
I was not aware that there was a feature that you could do a live to yourself.
Yes, you can.
On Facebook, so you could do it live as if everybody could see it, but it's just for you, so you can practice.
Yeah, absolutely you can. The only thing is, and because I've never done it, but I don't know if you can go back in after and change that live to public.
You can, yeah. You can post okay, so what I understood is you could do the live, but it doesn't get posted to your fan page, it gets posted to your personal page. But then you can then share it to your fan page.
Right, okay, so, but that option should be on your fan page too.
I haven't checked yet on the fan page.
I'm willing to bet that it is.
I will take that bet, and
yeah.
I'm sure you're right.
Because, and if that is the case, then I'll tell you what, that is super cool, right? Because I remember sharing this, and when I first started doing videos, I wasn't just ready to get out there and go live. So I would pre-record on my phone, and then I would take it, and once I finally, after like 5 or 10 tries, liked my video, yeah, I would post it for people to watch, but it wasn't live. And then I just got fed up after like 4 or 5 videos, and then I just started going live and not really worrying about it.
And did you find that you stumbled?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I still. There you go, Dawn. You are Dolly.
Wow, you're upright.
I'm on my phone. I couldn't get this going.
Oh, that's so funny. I wonder why I'm the other one. Yeah, totally. And even now, now I find it really helpful just to have a plan and to go in. I spend most of my time when I go live personally right now is in my private group because at this time I'm not doing loads of paid advertising. I'm utilizing the audience that I have and connections to bring in my clients. So, and we'll talk about this today, your runway to the money strategy.
Right.
So, but definitely, I think it's really important to have both. So to have the fan page and then perhaps a free group that you can invite people into, right?
Yeah.
So you have to see, but so that's okay. So now you've got your 21 days.
I have my 21 days. So
that's awesome. Right? And you might tweak and change those topics as you go. You might even find you do more than 21 days. Ideally, even after you have your main 21 days touching on really key topics, you can utilize those videos again and again in the future, turn them into a blog, whatever, repurpose them. But then you will still continue to go live afterwards because that's just going to become what you're doing. It might not be 21 days in a row or 21 days every second day. It might be that you throw together one great video once a week or 2 times a week. And then when you're getting ready for a launch again, you're more active and you do another 21-day plan. It's kind of like depending on how you do your launches, right?
Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah,
absolutely. So great that you have it, which is perfect. And
yeah, it's all stuff that needs to be, it's all foundational stuff. So it's nothing, I'm not hinting at any of my work except for maybe some of the fighting styles. That's about it.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. You can just draw on, it's almost like you're kind of telling stories. You're giving tips, but you're sharing stories. And when you're talking in your lives, you're also connecting to your ideal clients' emotions. People tend to purchase based on emotion, right? How we make, like, how they feel and they connect, if they connect to you. So, yeah, it'll be interesting as you start to do this and get a feel for your audience. You're going to get feedback by how people interact with that. And you might choose to do them on your fan page, because if you do go the route of doing a launch where you're going to do paid marketing and everything, then, and I don't know, are you jumping up to the next level? Have you decided that?
Yeah, I sent in the money today, actually.
Okay, so what level is that? Like you're working more closely with Rhonda,
Yeah.
and you're going to Bali.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing! So you're doing the full 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, so then your journey now will be just like it'll be the same, absolutely, but it'll be a lot different because she'll work with you. Right? You get one-on-one calls with Rhonda, and you will be doing things leading up to the event. Now that event, of course, is probably November?
November, yeah.
So you can launch and everything beforehand, right? If you want to. It doesn't have to take that long for you. But she'll help you kind of map out that plan and how you want to go about it. But that being said, is they do all that stuff, right, for you. So build out your membership site, and you'll just get a lot better of a feel for that. But don't wait. I mean, now that you have those 21 days, I suggest you just start. And you know what? You're going to suck really bad.
Yeah. So today I had a client, and he's a very attractive client, but he's so afraid of rejection that he's actually, I thought of you, Dawn, when he was in my office today, terrified of dating, terrified of being rejected. And I said, but you're gonna be, like, every day you're gonna be rejected, like, it's gonna happen. And you just, like, you're gonna fail, like, it's gonna be awful. That's what it feels like. It's not what I'm feeling.
If he practice skills, he may not be rejected, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, even Dolly Share, like, she went live last week a few times. She's going live again tomorrow night, and I'm actually going to tune in tomorrow night.
Nice.
Or was it tonight?
It was tonight, and I did my video this morning with a PowerPoint, and I put my head there, and it was all pre-done, and it actually turned out pretty good. And it went on at 8 o'clock. So it's there. It's on my Image North page, and then somebody shared it on my own page, thanking me for the shout out. So. Oh
yeah. So that's perfect. Okay, so you pre-recorded this one because it was more informational. And you know what? Like, here's my thought on that. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's still video. You're still putting out content. If that is your comfort zone right now, and you're breaking down these barriers and those fears and getting used to something, I'd rather see you just do it and get stuff out there and begin to build your audience, because that's what's key, is that you are getting content, getting information, getting your message, getting yourself out there in front of potential clients and potential buyers for you, and somehow bringing them into your world. And we talked about bringing them into your world is either by, and we're going to talk about this tonight, is a lead magnet. Now, Chris touched base on it a bit last week, but it was more specific to the funnel. So your lead magnet is going to be something specific to your offer, right? My lead magnet is an ebook. It's 10 Simple Steps to a Healthier, Stronger, Sexier You. That's one. I'm working on a second one right now, and you don't have to work on two. I just am, because I've been using that one since January. So I'm working on a second lead magnet that's a 3-part video series for moms who want to lose their baby pooch, who's had that ab separation.
Oh, yes, muffin top. You just reframed it.
That's right. I did. I totally reframed it, because I thought it was my muffin top, but now that I saw a specialist, now I know what's going on. And that's it, right? So all I'm doing is taking my knowledge and I'm continuously learning. You guys are going to continuously learn on your journey. You're going to launch your first offer, whether it's a program, a coaching package, whatever it is, and you're going to work with clients. And I'm telling you, what you first created will change and it will get better and better and evolve as you start to work with people. Right? So I almost, Dolly and I were talking about hers, and at first she was thinking about doing a beta test offer. And not that I think it's a bad idea, especially if you're, brand new to it, but she was going to go a little bit lower on price. And that was something that I had originally did. I probably didn't have to go as low on price as I did, but I just did because it was my first time launching. Now, in turn, it was only it was a 21-day, it was a 3-week program, and then I quickly had to create something to bring people into after that, right? So I created a membership program. But from there, now I've put together my higher end package, which is $1,500 or $2,500 to work with me closely for 12 weeks. So I almost feel like when you're first getting out there, it almost makes sense to go for that person who's going to pay you $1,000 to work with you, right? Mm-hmm. Because even if you got 10 people to join your beta test at $97, it's $1,000. You've got 10 people to work with, right? But it's cheaper, so they haven't invested a lot, so maybe they're not going to be all in because they haven't had to invest enough to put them to that point. Whereas if you got even 3 people at $1,000, you'd have $2,000 more in your pocket, 3 people to work with really closely together with you, turn them into super awesome testimonials, and then launch again with your more improved, better program. And this time, at the same time, you're building your audience, bringing people into your world. The next time you launch, it's not going to be 3 people, it's going to be 10 people, and then it's $10,000, right?
Right.
So just something to think about. I don't want you feeling right off the bat like you need a bunch of offers, because I launched with one little 21-day program and I've just continuously been adding to that. Now, you both have stuff. You've already been working with clients. You've already been doing offline what you are bringing online, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know, Robin, what do you charge people? What now? What's the going rate for people to coach with you?
To see me, I charge $145 an hour, and it's really a 50-minute hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So $145 an hour. So if you were putting together a package of counseling or coaching sessions, right, and you were thinking of launching something that was 4 sessions, right? You definitely would be going up there at $497 for sure. And if that was only 4 weeks, and if you were offering other stuff like PDFs and stuff to work on and bonuses and whatnot, then go for $1,000 for those 4 weeks.
Really? All right, that sounds nice.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it depends on what you're offering, right? I have to kind of see the outline of your program. Basically, you need to believe that the value that you're providing is worth way more than that $1,000.
Absolutely. I've seen my clients shift lives such high degrees that it's totally for them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just go up to the 21 days, and then we're going to get any questions out of the way, and then we're going to go past these 21 days a little bit so you can get some more stuff in motion while you're doing those 21 days. I want you to think of the lead magnet, possibly the free. You already have a Facebook group.
Sorry?
You already have a Facebook group.
I have, yeah.
Okay.
It's not named well. I have to rename it whatever my brand is.
Yeah, okay. And I have, you know what, I actually went through this little program about 2 weeks ago that I just am finishing. And it was all about naming your Facebook group and how to really utilize your Facebook group. So my Facebook group's getting a whole overhaul in the next 5 days.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm giving it a new name and everything. And that's it. That's another thing. Like, nothing is set in stone, right? Like, it served me to this point. Now I will change it to make things better and to bring in more people. And so just know that it's like, sure, you're launching your online business, but business is always evolving and always changing. So don't feel like things have to be perfect. Think of taking imperfect action as much as you can, and things will just get better and better and better.
Well, I did have, not that I've been doing online stuff like videos, but I have been putting out like little bits of content, like what is toxic behavior, like what are the red flags, and that kind of stuff. And I had a random person add themselves to me.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
That was lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like add themselves to your group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty awesome, actually. It was, they're quiet right now, but that's okay. I'm not really doing a whole lot of stuff, but I just, between work has been really busy. When I went away for that 10 days, my schedule just blew up, and it's been like, today I had 7 people back to back, and I might have had an hour total in that 7 hours.
Right.
So I'm not having a whole lot of free time and I'm exhausted. But I'm going to try and do some before the end of this week.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to try and go live, you mean? Yeah.
Like actual live, not like free live. And yeah. With the script, where's the Facebook script on how to, you know what I mean? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
In this pile of papers here somewhere. Yeah, anyways. You know.
And the best thing to do is just know what you're, like, because when we start talking, you just want to have a plan for what you're going to say, right? So you have your headline, that's right, yeah. Your topic, your 3 points, and just, stick to it. If you notice yourself start to ramble, look down at your paper, get right back on that next point. And then if you already have the Facebook group, so perhaps your call to action, your close could be, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're inspired by the message that I shared, please feel free to share this with others that you think could benefit. That could be your call to action, right? And you could open loop it. You can also say, I'll be going live again on, call out the day and time, like Thursday at 8 p.m. where I'll be discussing, and just give the headline. That's it. Don't give anything else. It would just be the headline so that, right, it leaves you then something to talk about. You don't want to say what it is and then start elaborating on it, because that's your next live.
So speaking on that, like, because a lot of my stuff is cumulative, do I refer back to an old video? Do you ever do that?
You can, sure. Like, I mean, and if it is, and let's say you're in a live and you're chatting and it has to do with a video, you can always say, I don't know if you guys caught it yet, but a few weeks back, last week I did a video on this topic. And then you can just say, for those of you that haven't seen it, I'll post it in the comments below. And then you can go and share, you can get the live URL link, and that will draw people back to your fan page. I'll show you how to do that if you don't know how to do that. Oh, I can't.
Okay. All right, good.
I wasn't sure if I had the controls here. I'll just show you.
Ooh, look how fancy. It always surprises me when you guys take over my computer like that.
It's my computer. So hold on, I'm just going to stop this. But so if you want to find your URL, so just like after your video plays, then you stop it, and then you right click and show video URL. So you can then grab this, right? And then I could go, let's say it was on another, anywhere. I could go now on underneath that new video that I just did, and I could tell them I was going to comment below, and I can paste it. So now I can just do this. But now, see, that video shows up and draws them back to my page. I'm going to delete this because that will make no sense on that post, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. So when you can so if you're doing a new live and you refer to another video, you don't have to get back into that video. Just say, I don't know if you guys caught this yet. Last week I did a video on how to identify toxic behavior. For those of you that haven't, I'll post it in the comments below because it relates to what I'm sharing today. And then go on with your live, and at the end, you can throw that link in the comments below. And somebody who is like thinking like, oh, I want to see that, then they'll go and click on it.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, so that's a good way I would think to do that. But another thing to consider, then just speak from what you're saying. So if you've got live videos that are like cumulative, like that they play off of each other, then once you are doing your 21-day series, you might consider taking 2 or 3 of those videos, and when people join into your Facebook group, say your call to action at the end of your videos is, for more tips in a community of a supportive community for those looking to, I don't even know what you're saying because I don't know your tagline or anything right now, but change their life.
It's changed again, yeah.
But anyhow, whatever it is, then you invite them to your Facebook group as your call to action instead of share this video.
Oh, okay.
Or your call to action, maybe you create a PDF, a download, 10 signs that your relationship is toxic.
Nice. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, think of something, because if I saw that, I'd be like, sometimes, well, it depends. Either I'd be like, I don't know, is mine? And I'd check, or I'd be like, my relationship's not toxic, and I'd keep going. But it just really depends on the day, right? So you never know. Anybody could click on that and then be brought that PDF. Then they get it, and a welcome email goes out to them, delivering the freebie, the PDF, the 10 signs. And in that welcome email, you invite them to your Facebook group. And then in your Facebook group, you have a pinned post, and it could be a 3-part free video series that you want people to watch that then leads them to an application to apply to coach with you. It's like this process that you just have all set up.
Tammy, why you need to write that down for me?
Well, good news is this is recorded.
No, but I feel like I'm not going to understand it that either. I'm
not far away. But I will. I'm doing this all for myself right now, and I will do a video. I will share it, and Rhonda can put it into the academy or whatever. But I will share it for you guys.
I appreciate it.
But yeah, okay. So I just have to pull up this message because I had everything written in it, and I just want to refer back to it. So. Okay, so we've been working on narrowing in our avatar, and Larcy, did everybody get that worksheet and kind of go through it? Narrowing in. Now, I know, because Dolly and I were talking yesterday, and with her, it could be a variety, but mainly her target market is women. right? Like there could, and women who are between the ages of like 38 to over in their 40s, and they're in that part of their life where like we were 20 and we were like rocking and shopping and looking hot, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're like, whoa, I don't even know, I'm still trying to wear my 20-year-old dresses and my ass hanging out. Like, you know, she's like, that's what she's working with. You know. But it could be lots of different things. They could be out of a relationship, looking to date again, need, you know, a style and image makeover. They could be going through a career change. Like, she has multiple things. And you also have multiple things. So, but your avatar, there's still some key similarities about that person, right? And so that's what you kind of want to zone in on. I know you guys have been working on that. So are you pretty clear on that?
Yeah, my avatar, since I got that how do you view your avatar article, my avatar has kind of formed a little more solid.
Okay.
It keeps shifting around a little bit, but I think that just speaks to the fact that I need more than one avatar, I think.
Yeah, and that could be it too, right? Like in your deliverability, however that word is supposed to sound, when you're doing your lives and stuff like that, like, and because maybe you're not only going to work with abusive men in relationships, right? You're going to have different things that you lead into, and I think that's why you're making that core program that essentially could be for anybody. And then once you get to know them, perhaps through that 4-week core program, that you have other avenues that you could take them on. I'm not sure how your process is going to work.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure either. Not gonna lie, but I do know that the age range, I ideally would like to have a man between like 32 and 52.
Yeah.
20 chunk man who may be on the outs of his first relationship, possibly into his second relationship.
Don't want to make the same mistakes.
Right. And really tired of feeling like it's all his partner's fault because, you know, he's not the one to blame.
Right.
And so it's that person that I want to speak to, because, you know, we like to put blame on other people and not take accountability for ourselves, generally speaking, right? Like, doesn't really matter if it's an abusive relationship, we tend to look.
Totally.
Yeah. So that's the guy I want to deal with.
Yeah, no, totally. Okay, and then your brand and introducing yourself so that when somebody says to you, what do I do? You know, right? You're not like, right? Like you want to just like, boom.
I wrote something new down. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
So I was floating the idea of a working relationship, because these are generally working class people working, you know, that 20-year frame where you're working your hardest. Your career is mostly in the forefront. Work-life balance is generally not the best, which is why, you know, when he comes home from work and dinner's not made, it's not his fault. Anyways, so I wrote, all relationships are hard, and sometimes bad habits and toxic behaviors become abusive. I work with men who are ready to make their relationship better. I work with individuals who have used these behaviors and don't want to continue using them. I help them notice how the toxic behaviors are unhelpful, how to challenge them in order to change those patterns. And then I do this through.
See? Way better.
Get in bed. Yeah. It's
because I understand that. I literally understand now. Right? But when we try and fancy it up with all these words or technical and try to sound super professional, like, to me, a lot of times it comes across as like, just what do you do? Just kind of like tell it how it is. Yeah. Because it's really the best way. People will understand. So,
it's only taken me you know, how many weeks is this now?
That's totally fine. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Like, honestly, it might change, right? Like you have this base idea, guys, of what you want to do and who you want to serve and what you want to create. You're just stepping into this online space. And even after each experience that you have of working with people, it will evolve for you and it will get better. And you might add on new things and it becomes more familiar. Right now it feels very like foreign and kind of maybe you're nervous and you have no idea what's going to happen. And really, I guess we don't, right? But until you get out there and you try and you put it out there and work with people, and then you will start to perfect it and you will learn from those people who you're serving. And they're the best people for you to learn from because they're going to be your ideal client. And then what you can do is create audiences on Facebook to market to that have similar profiles as your ideal client. It's pretty.
I tried searching for abusive men and it flooded with women, like women experience abuse or men who have been abused. But it's
support groups for the abused.
Yeah, it's shocking how little there is for, other than Jackson Cats, there's really not a whole lot for men to stop being abusive.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, and that's it, right? Like, it's just, it's a way of just getting it out there and finding out where they hang out on social media.
Yeah, but their profiles individually are so broad that it's not like, oh, they only see, you know, they're not all gamers or they're not all like they range from a janitor to a CEO to a deacon.
Absolutely. And like, it's not like they advertise that they're that kind of person. Nobody does, right?
Yeah. I would like to see that though. That would
make sense. Okay, and then your 21-day plan. So I know Dolly's got hers, and now you have yours. And Dolly started with her lives, and you're going to start this week.
I am.
Awesome. And so Dolly, share, please, with Robin, just how your experiences have been going live and what you're feeling. It's totally normal.
Actually, I feel good tonight. I do. Doing all that work beforehand, doing the PowerPoint, talking like with my face, narrating it. I feel good about that. So it's on my page. You guys can see it.
Yeah. Do I have access to you on my Facebook?
I think we added each other. I think you're there.
Let me see.
Dolly, often.
Yeah, I don't know if I've just seen you on the group. Oh, you auto-populate. Hold on. Oh, yeah, here we are.
Yep.
So it's just on, is this the one that, and my computer just disappeared on me. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Fabulous line. Yeah. Code this? What is it?
Code Vitesse.
Vitesse. How very fancy.
Yeah, it's a fashion line. The lady's from Toronto. I met her. She's very down to earth. She was an image consultant before she designed her line. She designed her line because after she had a baby, she said, my body never went back to the same. She designed clothes to work with every woman and all of our flaws. So I love her clothes.
I've actually seen them a lot around in Waterloo, actually.
Have you?
Yeah, the dress that I saw you wearing, I've seen like just in the last few days, like 4 women wearing them, but in different designs. Same pattern, but different designs, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, good. So last week I did an actual live and that went really crappy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I did. I tried to use my friend and I was talking about just jeans, but I felt kind of scattered and all over the place. and I was talking about scarves, like how to a practical look and making a statement with just jeans. So I showed different styles of jeans that I liked, and I kind of felt like I got hammered by some of the people watching.
Oh no.
What about like muffin top people or bigger people can't wear skinny jeans and all of this stuff, and I felt like I kind of had to like say, well, this is a line. It's a good line if you're worried about muffin top, and I posted it on my Image North page, but it was exhausting. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm going to interject here though, because it's your audience and you're learning from them too. So that is a great headline. Bigger people can't wear skinny jeans. And then you either go in and you prove that they can,
Yeah.
or you share reasons why you agree. Right?
And they can actually, like, jeans are made so well now. Everybody can wear all the styles. It's how you fashion it, right?
That's right.
You put it with a pair of boots, you put it with the right top, and you can go. Like, it looks really good.
Yeah, and I would think even a heavier woman could wear skinny jeans with like a nice flowy shirt that covers maybe, yeah, like whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but there you go. So to me, that's just gives you more to talk about. Yeah. What people comment on, it gives you more to talk about. And it'll be like 10% of people like that, 90% won't be like that. But just take those things, that's what somebody's saying, right? And then go on and do your thing, you know, like maybe that's your headline, you know, like, is that cool to say? Like, do you say bigger woman? I mean, it's probably the most appropriate thing to say.
I don't even know what
I say. Politically correct, so.
Yeah, like, you know, I don't think it's not an insult. Some of us are bigger.
Yeah.
Really? I don't know.
Full figure.
Yeah. But yeah, so I would like just keep that in mind too as you're doing them. And, you know, even depending on the topics and stuff, people interact. And also what is super important is that you remain confident in what you know. This is your deal. This is your brand. This is your show. This is what you teach. This is what you know works for people and what helps people get results. And you have worked with people and have transformations and testimonials to prove it.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't have to share that when somebody attacks you. You know, I ignore comments. If there was anything that, like, whatever, I would probably ignore them. But sometimes when I would do a workout live, guys would just be on there and be like, looking good, like, great, thank you. I'm not going to reply, right? So you can choose what to interact with and what not to interact with on those comments. And if you feel at the end of the video that there's comments on there that are rude or trying to make you look bad or whatever, so it's your Facebook page. Go in there and delete the comment. It's no big deal.
The whole thing.
Yeah, in that case, you deleted the whole thing, right? So that's fine. And so tonight was a hit, and that's what you felt comfortable with. And like I said, the occasional like this, right? Like, so maybe right now we're putting together little trainings. These trainings are awesome because they're also recorded videos. You can use them as a free giveaway. You can use them as a free video series. You can use them as little bonuses in your courses and stuff like that, right? If they're already done PowerPoints. And the more that you get comfortable with talking and stuff like that, it's just going to get you more comfortable with going live too. So maybe you pick, you know, but you want to get your topics out there live as well, but it's a great mix to have that. And it's also a visual with what you do. That's handy.
Yes. I was thinking doing the live stuff for our personal life. Like once we get internet, like, to follow us around at the cottage and our build and stuff. And
even what you're wearing, even your style, why you paired this with this, you know, or whatever.
That though, like with the camera, like how do you like look at yourself? know what I mean?
Well,
are you doing a live? Like,
I got a tripod. Did you get a tripod?
Yeah, I have a tripod.
We should have looked at that when I was there. Now I have to come over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll help you with that, but you can totally do it. Or there's like whatever. And sometimes I have my, especially when I'm at the trailer park, I actually have my tripod with the legs halfway on top of the picnic table, my phone up there, and then I'm on the ground so that they can see all of me. I just get creative with where I put it. And then I have a microphone so that I could stand back. It plugs into my iPhone and attaches to me. And I can stand way back. And it was like maybe $30, not expensive.
Okay.
It's a lab Rode mic. So maybe in the Business in a Box page, if we do, I'll try and find it for you guys, but if we search microphone in there, I know there's a post in there where we all share different mics that we were using. You can order them online too, it's probably cheaper. But helpful, right? If you need to stand away from your phone, like, and have good sound quality, because either you're like this, and then you're like, right? And what I don't like hoodies, it always makes my arm look ginormous. So that's why I like the tripod.
totally agree with you.
Okay, so good stuff. So you guys, like, this is huge. You know, congratulations to yourself, because this is progress. This is like coming into a program just 5 weeks ago, and now you have basically mapped out your message, you know, figured out who you want to serve, put together 21 days of topics, breaking down fear barriers of now putting your message out there in front of people, like real people, right? So it's a big deal. And then of course, your story. And your story really matters. And it's not just as in like your story as in this is what I do. Like you want to dive deep there into why. You know what I mean? Like there's got to be a reason as to why you got into this today. And it might be something that's hard for you to share. It might be a little bit vulnerable. You might feel embarrassed about sharing it. But the thing is, your ideal client feels like that right now. Your ideal client is typically the person who was you not too long ago, right? But now you've found a way to be you now and transform, or you have a solution to this person's problem. You can help them. So you want to connect with them on that way of sharing some of those things. Does that make sense?
It does.
So you want to just think of that when you're sharing your story. Like we don't have to be perfect. You know, like I look in the mirror and hate my body just as much as some of my clients. You know, I'm discouraged about after having a baby and not feeling attractive, and maybe it affected my sex life and my relationship for a bit with my husband. Not in a bad way, but certainly different than before I had kids. Right? There's things that I needed to share and that I do share because I don't feel like that today, but I did spend a good 3 years feeling like that after having a baby. And so when I share those things on social media, I'm connecting to the moms who feel that way right now. Right? And that draws them in, because it's not like I'm just this, you know, bouncing, bopping, clean eating little workout honey who's always been fit. Like, you know what I mean? You have to share some of your struggles and some of those emotions that you know that your ideal client deals with, to connect with them. So just think about that.
When you did your ebook, the first on the outline, you have to do your story. So you put all that in on your first page of your ebook?
No.
No?
Want to see my ebook for some ideas?
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Okay. And I'll let you in on a secret. I did not fully create my ebook. I bought it.
Oh, right.
Sinner.
How did you buy it?
Well, because in my industry, there is, in almost a lot of industries, there it is, you can find people make money by creating things for other people, not necessarily. So my book was not called 10 Simple Steps to a Healthier, Stronger, Sexier You. It was called something like 10 Simple Steps to a Healthier You. It was something. But so I just put my own title on it because I coach women to be stronger and healthier so they can feel sexier. I feel like that's more of a thing for women who are over 35, where when you're 20, you just want to be like, you know what I mean, be able to wear your crop shirts and whatnot. So, and basically the welcome is just literally, I thank them for downloading the guide, tiny paragraph about how things don't have to be complicated or overwhelming for the healthier habits. I tell them what I share in this ebook, and then give them that push to make the change, right? And so, like I said, a lot of this was done. I read through the entire thing. I edited it into my own words and make sure I drive people to my Facebook page in here so they can like me. This is the story that I share. So my journey, I can read it. So I share I didn't have a positive relationship between my mind and body. And after letting my struggles get the best of me for way too long, I made the decision to invest in health and change my life. This was in my 20s, studied fitness, nutrition, mindset, opened up my own fitness company, struggled too. Then I became a mom, and I quickly learned the struggles most women face when it comes to making their health and well-being a priority. And then I relate to them. I know you're a busy woman. I am too. But whether they're running their family, their business, or their life right now, they'll never give it their best unless they feel fabulous about themselves. So it's very quick and to the point, but it's enough. And then here I invite them right away to join my Facebook group. And that is nothing, like literally, it is just 10 simple steps, things that I teach in my programs that they can go through. And at the very end of my ebook, I invite them for a free health strategy session. And I also invite them to join my free Facebook community again. And that's it. So
do a strategy for a free online strategy?
Yep.
So how long do you normally give face-to-face contact?
It depends on how it goes. So I set it up where it's about 10 minutes just to get an idea for their goals and to find out if they're potentially somebody that would be willing to work with me. And if they are, then I will set up another 30-minute call with them.
Okay, at a fee.
Not if I think they're going to buy. No, not in the beginning. I don't charge for that. I can usually tell in that 10 minutes.
So what do you normally cover in the 10 minutes though?
Well, I tell them that I'm going to ask some questions to find out a bit about them. I ask them basically what their goals are, what they're struggling with.
I just need to pop away for a second. Sorry, somebody's at my door.
No, that's okay. Go ahead. I can finish that when she comes back. I don't know if that is important to you, but actually it is. It's kind of a good thing. You know what? I have my full thing, and I'll share this with you quickly. Thank you guys so much. Yes. And I still do my calls with my sheet in front of me because I need to know, right? Like I feel like I always need to be organized.
Okay.
So basically, I excitedly call them, you know, ask, you know, is this Jane? Yes. Oh, awesome. Just the lady I'm looking for. And then I basically literally say, I'm going to give them the opportunity because they booked this call. So it booked in to speak with me. So I treat it like that. I tell them I'm going to give them the opportunity to ask me questions and then also answer my questions and see if see if working together is going to be a good fit for them. And then I tell them if at the end of this call you feel like training with me or my coaching program is not for them, it's 100% okay for them to say no. And conversely, if I don't feel like you're a good fit, I can say no. You know what I mean? So I just kind of like, you want to position yourself as the authority so that they understand that there's something to offer after. And then I kind of move quickly. I tell them it's all about discovering what their goals are, their fitness goals, and what it was. I find out what it is that made them decide to reach out to me. Because people don't book a health strategy session with you. People won't book a image consultation with you unless they're struggling with something.
Right.
Right? It doesn't really make sense to me. And then I listen closely, basically, to what they say. And then I ask them like stuff like, I will find out what they're struggling with, why they want to lose weight, why is their health so important, why it bothers them that they're in this state, what they've tried in the past, what worked, what hasn't worked. And then I just go really deep into the details of that. And then I ask them if we were to meet 6 months from now, what would have to happen for them to be happy with the results. And then when they tell me, I let them know, I ask them if they're interested in hearing how I can help them to get those results. And then basically I deliver my program, my pitch. So
right here. I think he has to go pee. I'll be right back.
No, that's okay. So basically the key points is finding out why they've reached out to book a call with you, okay. Right? Discovering their pain, really. Asking them, like, tell them today's call is all about discovering what their relationship goals are, perhaps in your case. And then ask them what it was that made them decide to reach out to you. And they'll start to talk because they're not going to book a strategy session with you if there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Most women I talk to cry in this call.
No doubt, yeah.
So yeah, and then heck, and on my own side, if it means 30 minutes of my time to kind of like give people some pointers, I don't, like, you know what I mean? I can kind of tell. It's really rare for me not to close a sale on this call.
Oh, okay.
So it's not always, you know, I just started selling my higher ticket program. So right now I have some girls in there who I'm working really closely with to perfect it. And then I will start a process of flooding leads to this so that that happens more often and probably hire people to do my sales calls.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it really, like, it just depends. Everything kind of grows at its own pace. But when I starting out, I did not charge for these because I also wanted to make sure that it was somebody that I really wanted to work with.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And then the big thing is after you find out what it was that made them decide to reach out to you is finding out their pain. So asking, you know, what it is that they're exactly struggling with. And then, you know, why do they want to change? Why now? Why is it so important? Like, and finding that out for them and going deeper. Like, you know, if I say to somebody, why do you want to lose weight? And they tell me they want to feel healthier. Great, me too. But why do you want, and I literally will ask, why do you want to feel healthier? And they'll say, because I want to live longer. Why do you want to live longer? I will ask them why a zillion times, literally until they start crying. And it's not being mean. It's just that there's always so much lying underneath.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
That's called the downward arrow technique, by the way.
Sure. But if I can get somebody to that point.
Yeah.
And then I offer them a solution and they say no, it's just weird. Right? It doesn't. So just think of that. Yeah, and then I just, like I said, I have this little spiel, but I also have like a quick 10-minute one, and then I have like a longer one. So usually, I don't have my 10-minute one in front of me, but I'll look at that one too. But it's mainly just trying to find out if somebody's a good fit. I haven't used it because most people I just get on the phone with, and that 10-minute one turns into 30.
So there's no point in trying to book it for 10.
It will be when I hire somebody. Basically, somebody else, whenever a lead comes in, will do that 10-minute call to see if they actually are a good fit to speak to me, for me to then get in, right? Like, look, Rhonda at this point, she charges $497 for a call, right?
Right.
You think she's been working online and helping people build brands and build businesses for over 8 years. So when she started, she probably did it for free too. But today it's a very different picture because of her success, because of the people that she's helped, because of the transformation she provides, right? So you will evolve too. When I tell you, when I came online in January, I feel even so much more different today.
Oh, I bet.
And that's only maybe 6 or 7 months. So your journey, the first year is such a learning curve, but if you stick with it and you're committed to continue to try and figure it out, you will figure it out. You totally will.
Good stuff. I'm on it. I'm on board.
Okay. So that was your story. So next up, these are important things, is I wanted to kind of, your lead magnet, I want you to get you thinking about that. What could you potentially give away to somebody in exchange for their ever so precious email address? Right? Yours might be...
I was thinking an ebook.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Could be an ebook. And like, then you can Google stuff. Like, I'm going to Google and see here. Here, I'll share my screen with you, because if I can't figure this out, then you guys, this is what you guys can do on your own time to see if there's anything in your niche. Literally, you go, if I can close this stuff, up here to your search bar, and you would Google done for you ebooks in the image industry. Maybe. Ebooks so then maybe it's fashion. Free fashion e-commerce books bundle. Ebook source easy. No. What you need to know to look good for ebook bundle.
Yeah, that looks good.
But, and so some of them are like, I mean, I've only done a lot of research in my niche, and So I'll just show you. But this, there very well could be something like this in your niche. So mine is health coach solutions. Oh, and that's not it. Anyhow, she's this woman, and she literally creates programs. Like, she creates ebooks and even 30-day jumpstart, stuff like that, that entrepreneurs in the health and wellness industry can purchase and brand as their very own. So you guys could find that for yours, and I don't know if it would be like for fashion giveaways. Fashion content. So like 14 essential giveaway and contest ideas for retailers to boost traffic. 15 steps for creating a successful social media giveaway contest.
Oh, good.
Now, granted, these people are collecting an email address as well. But who were we looking at yesterday, Dolly? What's the girl? Dean Street.
Yes.
So, or if you know somebody else in your niche, so let's see what she gives away. You can free gems. So she gives away personal stylist advice. And then she also does stuff in the business. But you can see.
She gives a webinar class too.
So yeah, she does that, the freestyle masterclass in different things. But you just, find your thing that you want to give away, and you can see if there's already something done for you. You can utilize the internet, guys. There's so much stuff on here. That's her, obviously her main giveaway is the style class. But you can, or you can, like I said, just kind of search around like we were doing and Googling and see if you can find something in your industry. And if it's like, if an ebook, I know in the Academy, there is some great trainings too on putting together an ebook. I think it's in the Academy. It might be, I don't know if it might be even in the Sexy Brand Building course. I have to look. But it also, if an ebook feels really overwhelming for you, it doesn't have to be an ebook. Like I said, I know another woman in my industry, she gives away her 10 belly slimming foods. That's a PDF of 10 foods, and then invites people to her Facebook group. It's literally for the sole purpose of providing value in exchange for an email address, so that you have that person on your email list and you can invite them into your world, which is into your Facebook group, if that is going to be how you decide to do your launch. There's a lot of different things. I personally see a lot of value in a Facebook group. Majority of people that I know Rhonda has worked with in the Sexy Brand Building program have utilized a free Facebook group to build their community and have a place to make offers to. Because those are literally people that have either watched a live video, gotten your freebie, your lead magnet, freebie, your giveaway, said yes, put up their hand, I want to be in your community, right? And so now they're in there and they've become someone who was cold lead to a little bit warmer of a lead for you to work with. So start to think of what you could create. And like, it doesn't have to be, it could be a quiz, it could be a free master class, it could be a 3-part video series, it could be a PDF, you know what I mean? Like, it does not have to be, it does not have to be an ebook.
Because I did think of a video series, a 4-part video series that I had worked out, but it's for a different group altogether of people.
Right.
Which isn't helpful.
Well, you do kind of want it to be specifically sourcing out the people that you would want to work with. Like even for Dolly, you know, she could put together, you know, I don't know if there is such a thing, but top 5 top styles for women over 40, or I don't know, anything, you know.
Or 10 must-haves for your wardrobe.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, like it could be anything. Or it was a quiz, like, what's your style personality? Of course, that is part of her program. But here's the thing, you know, either somebody's going to take that quiz and they're going to have to give you your email address for that quiz. They're going to go through the quiz. On the next page, you're going to be there. You know, thanks so much for doing your style personality quiz.
Tell me for the details of what it is.
The what?
For the details of what it is. Like, give me your email, we'll connect, and I'll explain what your answer came up to, right?
Well, that would have to be it, is like, like, I don't know, you either have to have, I don't even know because I've never done a quiz. I've seen other people do them. But obviously there's going to be a few different style personalities, right? So I don't know how you would have, if you can figure out, you were saying your daughter knows how to do the tally. Like, I know that there's a way. We can ask Chris, the ClickFunnels expert, how to do that so that then the email automatically, they fill out the quiz, and then it goes to a video of you saying, you know, thanks so much for filling out the style personality quiz. Your results are on your way to your inbox. Be sure to check them now. But before you do, I'd like to invite you to join my Be True Style You community for other women like you looking to feel beautiful, rock your style, and be whatever, fashionista from the inside out.
Yeah.
And then the email goes, and it's just an automated email. And then from that email series, it leads to booking a consultation with you.
Okay.
So, like, there's tons of ways to do it. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a quiz if a quiz is complicated. I've never tried it, so we'd have to ask Chris, but I'm sure it's possible because I see tons of people doing quizzes.
Okay. Yeah, we can do something like that.
Yeah, and then after that, the lead magnet, now, Robin, you already have a Facebook community, so those are kind of your things, right? Either you're just bringing somebody into your world, whether it's onto your email list. Call to action could be maybe you're doing a video on how to know if you're toxic or whatever. And so you give 3 points, and then you close with, you know, if you want to dive a little bit deeper into this and know your toxicity score, even though you're talking about personality, not like food, then, you know, click on the link in the comment below and complete the quiz, right? Or like whatever, or grab my free download of 10 ways to know if your relationship is toxic or something. So that could be it, right? So, and then basically it all just funnels to that same place. Either they get your lead magnet, because that's your call to action on the video. They get the lead magnet, it then goes to, you get their email address, it goes to a video inviting them to join your Facebook group. Or your call to action at the end of your live is to simply jump on into my free community for other people like you looking to have the best relationships they possibly can, right? Like, so either that's your call to action, and then in your Facebook group, when you are getting ready for your launch, right now you're doing these 21 days to build an audience, to start to share your message, to get feedback, to know and learn if what you're thinking of creating is going to be what your audience wants. And then you have these people who are liking you in this group. So then when it comes time to do strategic videos that lead right to an offer video, you can either go live right in your Facebook group and make the offer to your already warm audience, or you can create a webinar or a master class that you market on Facebook, paid advertising to bring people to. And they're in the sexy brand building formula. There's the runway to the money strategies. So you kind of want to figure out what's your thing gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel like you'd be the most comfortable? I wasn't ready to do a webinar. I've still never done a webinar.
Oh, really? I thought that's what you do generally.
No.
No.
Never done a webinar.
I'm not sure. I see webinars in my future, but I think it needs to start with like 3-part series and then go into an ebook or vice versa, and then into like a small group. Like I would like to start with like 5 guys, I think.
Right. And so like then that's what I kind of feel like, you know, is maybe then your targeting right now is to get people who are your ideal clients to fill out that application. And sure, you might do a bit of work in the beginning and a consultation call, but
Yeah.
then finding those 5 people and charging, get your first $5,000 clients and work with them and provide a result and learn from that experience, and then make your program better, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, I know Dolly's program because I was there yesterday and she was kind of laying it all out for me, and so I could see it. But, and what she's offering, like, we figured out a way that she could totally charge $1,000 because the value is there, right? In what she's going to include with it. So I almost feel like rather than her try to create a mini program and charge the $97 and try to get 10 people, go for 3 people who come in on your $1,000 program. And you'll find them by putting yourself out there in the lives, by bringing people into your world, inviting people for a freestyle strategy session. You know what I mean? Like, there's little things that you can do, and you might put in a bit of work at first, and then eventually you'll get all of those automated systems and everything like that. But to feel like you need all of that up front, I feel like that.
It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah. Anyhow, that's my theory on it all. So you guys will be totally fine when you're creating this stuff, but that's kind of where we're at now is, you know, you're doing your 21 days. So you want to think about what your lead magnet's going to be, what you can create. You want to start doing your lives. You want to keep doing your lives. You want to begin to also inviting people to your Facebook group. Obviously, the first few lives you do, maybe there won't be a call to action. Maybe it will just be, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're inspired by my message today, or if you were inspired by this video, please feel free to share it with others that you think could benefit. Then when you have your group, maybe your call to action is to jump into my group where I share tips and trainings to help you be true and style you, right? Yep. Or whatever your group is. I know that when you're still working on your name for that. And then in your group, you can interact daily, and it doesn't have to be a live every day. I literally have like daily prompts. I do like Motivation Monday, Tasty Tuesday, Workout Wednesday, Trainer Tip Thursday, Make Me Laugh Friday. Saturdays and Sundays, I'm not really active in my group because I still take a weekend. So you can have your own prompts, right, that might deal kind of with your things, and then with you building this community that can engage, and also maybe, you know, every week or you're live in there, and every month you invite those people to a master class and make your offer. I know it's a lot to think about.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I know that for sure.
Okay.
But it's important because it's key to start to build your audience. So when you have your program, you can, you know, throw it out there. And that's it too, like everything. This is going to put you guys at ease. This really put me at ease when I thought about it this way. Every single thing that you are going to teach somebody to help them transform, to help them get the result, is already inside of you. It's all there. You know it. You're an expert, right? You already do this. You already help people. So Rhonda also teaches a method called build the plane while you fly it. And it's cool. I am still building my plane and flying. Like, you know what I mean? You can change it up as you begin to work with people, but you could literally sign a $1,000 client tomorrow, both of you. And you just do your thing. You would just set up a call, even if you didn't have a completely finished membership site. Obviously, we're going to get to that point, right? But you still physically know what it is that you need to do to go through people, so you can take people through that process. If somebody pays you $1,000, maybe you're working with them one-on-one, so it's 4 one-on-one calls, they get homework, right? And then in Dolly's case, at the end, she shops for them. So it's like you already have everything that you need to know inside of you guys to make money and create that business online. Obviously, that's why you've invested in this program now, is to get those digital assets and have the membership site and the lead magnets and those things, because they do all come into place, and you help your business to run on automation for you, which is what we all want. But just know that at this point in time, there's nothing holding you back from taking on a client.
Okay. It's kind of exciting.
It is. It's very exciting. Right? Because as you start to put your message out there, you might have somebody approach you. You have no idea.
Good.
Fingers crossed. Okay. Okay. So that is where we are. And then really next, like, we're getting into creating the program and, you know, taking those funnels and putting them into your own membership sites and editing the funnels and doing it now. Robin, I know you've stepped up to do that, and Dolly, you know that I'll give you a hand with yours and help your daughter and help you get yours going. So do you guys have any questions?
Not at this point. Too much.
What's your intro, Robin?
My intro?
Yeah.
Do you mean like what I do?
Yeah.
I need to figure out my brand name still, because, and I've been playing with a number of taglines. This one that I have right here is getting beyond happy wife, happy life, into a working relationship. I don't know if that one might be too long. But I have all relationships are hard, and sometimes bad habits and toxic behaviors become abusive. I work with men who are ready to make their relationships better. I work with individuals who have used these behaviors and don't want to continue using them. I help them notice how their toxic behaviors are unhelpful, how to challenge those behaviors in order to change those patterns. And then I do this through workshop, electronics, the presentations, online groups. That's my intro, I think.
Good. Yeah. Sounds really good.
Taking a while to get there, but
Good question, you like
seen
it.
drafts of it.
Sounds good. So
Good.
no name yet?
What's that?
No name yet?
No, I have bounced around. I think this last one that I have right now is working relationships.
Well, that's a good one.
Do you like that one? I haven't tested it out.
But yeah, you just want to think like, then your tagline has to define what that means. Because working relationships, is it like career relationships or whatever?
Yeah. So I have the tagline for working relationships is getting beyond happy wife, happy life into function. But that doesn't sound right.
Yeah. But I know what you mean, because a lot of people are like, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, I hate that saying. Like, it's not, anyways, I think it needs to be revamped, that whole saying.
Uh-huh. It's good though, you're getting there. You really are. Like from what you started with to where you are now, it's big. It really is.
I feel like I've been running in mud. You know, like you're pumping hard, but you're actually not going anywhere. That's kind of how I feel right now. But I have been given so much shocking support by people that I thought would have like poo-pooed it.
Right.
And it's really, and then getting that random person in my fan page was kind of like a good kicker to keep going, because obviously something is meant to happen. I don't know what the name is yet. So if you can work out a, working title for me, that would be lovely. Yeah.
We should think about that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I will think about that. But like, and that's it, right? Like, so, but you said you prefer to work with the men.
I do, yeah, because otherwise it's just a Band-Aid, right? And that's not where I'm at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. It's been a long day.
We're all tired.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it is, I don't even know what time it is. It is 20 after 10.
Yeah.
Maybe we will call this call of the night. And you guys got, some stuff to work on. And excited to see your lives, Robin. And Dolly, I'll go and check out yours. And then, post in the group if you have questions. Of course, you can message me too. And I'll talk to you guys next week.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night.
You
Good
too.
night.
Bye.
Bye.
Marcy, are you there?